see
the culture is different. I mean, when people protest abroad, for example, they wait for the cars to cross.
Yeah.
They don't block traffic, for example. They use the sidewalks. They don't cross the red lines in terms of going against the rights of the residents and people who live in areas. There are certain places where you could protest.
Sure.
And this is different here in Egypt, and this is why the law
I
could
will
be
take
different.
just a few examples. If we take the Mexican revolutions, which took more than 10% of the population were died. 10% of the population. It's very serious. Is the protest law applied after revolution in Mexico? No. The French Revolution, the same. Is the protest law applied after? No. It's completely different story, different environment. We cannot take the best of the best and then you apply in a lousy and is a different environment. You cannot. You have to cope with the current situation. That's why I said since the beginning, we are not matching the movement in the street. Experienced people, again, academic people, etc., they sit in offices, they take decisions, they are detached from the public, and then they have to retreat or to find solution for the consequences later on. So nowadays, there are some groups or even part of the government, they are studying the possibility how to find solution to overwhelm the current situation after many protests against the protest law. Why we are always late? We are always late since the beginning. First of all, again and again, we don't involve everyone before taking the decision or even issuing the law, whatever the subject is. We need to involve everyone representing in Egypt a group or organization or whatever. Everyone has the right to participate. And then you get the consensus. Of course, you will never satisfy everyone. This is normal. Huh? But you take the consensus. If you arrive to 80%, that's great. You go for it. Mm-hmm. Of course, you cannot satisfy the 20%, the other 20%, which is normal as well. But at least you have the public is behind you, is supporting you. But if you just take decisions out of the blue and taking the best of the best in the world and you want to apply it now in different environment, of course you will have this kind of manifestation, which is normal as well. Something else was also very important. And I think we've been repeating this 100 times, even together, I remember. The lack of transparency and the ambiguity, we are creating conspiracy field. We are not facing rumors. Now the spokesman of the committee, the 50 committee, speaking about the constitution, Mr. Muhammad Salman, with all my respect, I like him very much, etc. But he's not explaining what is going on when it comes to constitutions. We have amended this article because of this, and the public, they need to understand. And in a very simple language, by the way. We have to direct a very, very simple language to the public, telling them, yes, we have taken off Article 219 because of this, or no, we will keep it because of this, and this is the consequences, and be careful because if we apply this article, the future impact will be in this. I mean, say.
But don't they hold regular press conferences where they answer questions?
This is not for the public.
Okay.
This is not for the public. They want to understand.
You mean something that's televised and directly
yes.
speaking to
yes.
the
Through
public
the media.
on national television,
and
for example.
On daily basis, we have to create like a machine of correspondence with the public directly, specialized in this, working 24/7. Every day, 24 hours. First of all, to give information, correct rumors, giving explanation, and answering people. If we don't have these 5 elements practiced every day, 24 hours, definitely we'll have lots of clashes. It's normal, by the way. If you don't explain, if you don't talk, nobody will listen to you.
Right, but Mr. Bartash, going back to the issue of transparency and issuing laws and the constitution and not performing people, I mean, providing people with required full information about those laws that they are issuing. the core issue of any change, real change or development, is national security maintained. And of course stabilization in the streets and security among the civilians and their souls and everything, their properties and public properties. This is very much related, directly related to tourism, foreign investment and industry and agriculture and everything that is related with development. This is not provided here in Egypt, even after such a graceful revolution. The reason for that is that there is still violence in the streets. There are jihadist militants, there are armed weapons, RPGs, people killed in the streets, people assassinated, security personnel every day is falling martyrs. What could be an alternative to that law, a protest law, to be able to curtail all that violence and take us to the real roadmap, political roadmap, right away?
People. You mentioned the answer. People. You speak about people all the time. So people is the answer. Again, if you are transparent, giving them, again, full information about the
but who's going to stop the violence?
No, it will
Who's going to stand up to the people who are holding heavy weapons and
no,
machinery guns and all that?
It will stop, of course, because terrorists will not find any gap to penetrate the Egyptian society.
Who's going to stop the militants from killing the security personnel every day?
Well, first of all, seeking the optimal solution does not exist.
I mean the militants,
yes.
Not the military.
Yes, militants, yes, I understood. Seeking the ultimate solution does not exist. We have to start since the beginning. Since the beginning is the public. As I said, you answered your question automatically, is the public. We need to have a consensus for all people. All the Egyptian people, they have to feel that
but don't you
the government is taking us.
It's time now for an iron fist to be able to contain the situation?
Of course, to apply the existing law, just to apply the existing law, to explain to people, that's very important. Before application or anything, to explain to people and give them the consequences, the benefits, the danger situation, because again and again, we are facing 40%, it's us, it's not the fault of everybody, is the illiteracy. It's 40% illiteracy in Egypt. And almost 50% people are on the borderline of poverty. People, they have different needs. They have different needs. I don't think the public, the majority, are interested to know the consequences of the Article 219 or Article 2 to apply it, yes or no. I'm speaking about public, simple people, not the elite and people really in different position, different situation. Those people, they want direct answers to their needs. And direct answer to their needs, first of all, to explain to them. Second, to explain to them in a very simple way and into details. But don't issue laws into details. This is what's going on nowadays. When it comes to constitution, we go into ultimate details. When it comes to protest law, we go into ultimate details. We don't need this. We need just to apply the existing law, explain to people what's going on. This interim period will take us to these results in 2, 3, 5 years. Okay, we need to work on this. We need to establish, let's say, national projects. This is what we need. The people need this nowadays. If we don't meet these needs of our public, of course, we'll give the chance to other groups well known everywhere, whether inside Egypt, whether outside Egypt, to find a good field to work in. And of course, to provoke conspiracy. No, the government doesn't know what's going on. They are just pretending certain results that will not happen, etc. I mean, say, we give the chance again to uncertainty, to ambiguity, lack of transparency, and of course the chaos situation. If you are in a chaos situation, you cannot be 100% organized. This is very let's say in a management rule. If you are in the chaos situation like we are now, you cannot be extremely organized. You need to be a little bit flexible. When it comes to law, you apply law strictly. You have to show that everyone must respect the law. Explanation to people to be more transparent and show them this is the way, this is the roadmap. I'm sure that so many people, they don't know about the roadmap.
Oh,
Everybody is speaking about roadmap. Yes. What are the details? What are the steps that will take us to this roadmap, etc.? I'm sure that so many people, they don't know about the roadmap. Unfortunately, again, a lack of explanation.
Lack of awareness, lack of political awareness, lack of education as well.
That's true.
We do need a campaign of awareness for the whole public so that they could vote on the referendum as well.
I heard recently, just a small example came to my mind now, that the Minister of Interior, they said that they will apply strictly the traffic law. Is anybody has any idea about the traffic law? And they give us a period of 20 days. I don't like 10 days have passed
already. It's a
already.
deadline.
And yes, within 20 days, it's about what? What are the main points of the traffic law? And of course, before applying the traffic law, did we discuss this issue with people, telling them about the problem of the traffic itself, the solutions, and of course the roads, and we have so many other.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Mr. Mohammed Bartash, we're running out of time, and it has been a real pleasure having you. I hope that we continue discussing the developments, current developments, next Saturday, hopefully. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed Bartash, a political analyst and writer and columnist at Al Ahram Ibtu. And right now, Reem, it's
we do have a feature story with Dina Yunus. Yes, we'll be right back with more, so please stay tuned.